Bitcoin started the story, but XRP finishes it. Most people don't understand what that actually means. They see Bitcoin as the pioneer, the first mover, the spark that started an entire financial revolution. And that's true. Bitcoin opened the door. It challenged the system. It woke people up. It proved that decentralized digital money was possible. But what almost nobody realizes is this: Bitcoin was never designed to complete the transformation. It began it. It introduced the idea. It created the narrative, but it didn't build the infrastructure. That's where XRP comes in. And today, I'm going to show you the exact moment Bitcoin's story hands the torch to XRP, and why this shift matters more than anyone realizes. Let's begin. Before Bitcoin existed, the global financial system was running on rails built in the 1970s. Slow, outdated, fragmented, incompatible. Cross-border settlement took days. Fees were unpredictable. Banks relied on intermediaries. Liquidity was trapped across the entire system. It worked, but barely. And as the world became more digital, the system became more strained. The world needed a spark, and Bitcoin gave it. It wasn't about speed. It wasn't about scalability. It wasn't about global payments. Bitcoin gave people belief. The belief that money could exist outside traditional structures, that value could move without permission, that transparency could replace trust. Bitcoin cracked the old world open, but it didn't solve what came next. Here's the part almost nobody talks about. Bitcoin wasn't built to handle global payments. It wasn't built to settle trillions. It wasn't built for liquidity. It wasn't built for tokenized assets. It wasn't built for interoperability. It wasn't built for compliance or institutional integration. Bitcoin was a statement, a disruption, a declaration that the old rails were broken. But a statement isn't a solution. A spark doesn't build the system. A revolution doesn't finish itself. The revolution Bitcoin started required something else, something fast, something scalable, something neutral, something built for institutions and users alike, something designed for the world that comes after the awakening. That something was XRP. XRP didn't appear as an alternative to Bitcoin. It appeared as the completion. Bitcoin said, money needs freedom. XRP said, money needs function. Bitcoin said, the old system is broken. XRP said, here's the system that replaces it. The more you study the architecture of both assets, the clearer the transition becomes. Bitcoin introduced digital value. XRP introduced digital settlement. Bitcoin introduced scarcity. XRP introduced scalability. Bitcoin introduced decentralization. XRP introduced interoperability. Bitcoin started the conversation. XRP finishes the job. This isn't competition, it's evolution. Here's something most investors never think about. The world Bitcoin was invented for no longer exists. In 2009, the problems were different. Financial collapse, bailouts, no trust in institutions. Bitcoin solved that moment. But look at the financial landscape today. 2024, 2025, 2026. Global tokenization is exploding. Banks are digitizing treasury systems. CBDCs are being tested worldwide. Cross-border payment corridors are shifting to real-time rails. Asset managers need neutral settlement layers. Corporations need liquidity that flows globally without friction. These needs require a new type of asset, something Bitcoin was never designed for. Here's the new information that changes everything. Institutional cross-border value flows now exceed $150 trillion per year, and they require settlement standards Bitcoin cannot provide. Bitcoin isn't the settlement layer, it's the origin story. XRP is the settlement layer, the bridge asset, the liquidity transformer, global connector. This isn't about price, it's about purpose. New developments show the world is aligning with XRP's design, not Bitcoin's. Here's what's happening right now. 1. Tokenized money market funds are moving onto ledgers. Treasury markets worth trillions are being mapped to blockchain rails. These require fast, neutral settlement, exactly what XRP was engineered for. 2. Corporations are building cross-border liquidity corridors. Not slow, not finality uncertain networks, but real-time digital settlement rails, the kind XRP can power. 3. Banks need a bridge asset that works globally, neutral, instant, reliable, interoperable. Bitcoin doesn't fit that profile. XRP does. 4. Regulatory frameworks are aligning toward utility tokens, not speculative store of value models, but assets with functional roles in digital markets. Bitcoin is digital gold. XRP is digital infrastructure. This is the evolution the world missed. Bitcoin built the door. XRP builds the hallway, the rails, the corridors, the entire digital financial architecture. Bitcoin changed how people think. XRP changes how the world moves value. Bitcoin disrupted. XRP replaces. Bitcoin opened minds. XRP opens networks. And here's the part nobody sees yet. Bitcoin's greatest achievement was preparing the world for XRP. Without Bitcoin, no one would accept digital value. Without XRP, digital value cannot move at global scale. This is the handoff, the transition, the evolution, the pioneer and the finisher. You're watching the moment they meet in the middle. Now listen carefully. If you want to be ready for this transition, if you believe in XRP's role in the new financial system, then you should also take advantage of the opportunities available right now. That's why I partnered with BTCC, not to tell you how to trade, but to make sure you don't miss out on the bonus rewards they're offering to new signups. Here's what you get when you join using my link below. Exclusive deposit bonuses, trading volume rewards. If you're planning to trade anyway, or you just want access to better bonuses, make sure you sign up with the link below and deposit to unlock your rewards. It's simple, it's beneficial, and it's free money for anyone who wants to take the step. My BTCC link is below. Now that you understand why Bitcoin started the story and why XRP is the one that finishes it, there's one more piece you need to see, the part nobody noticed, the part hidden in plain sight. Watch this next. XRP burn rate secrets finally revealed. This will open your eyes to something most investors overlook. Click it, and let's continue the journey.